Guys, thank you for tuning in. My name is HDPhoenix. I'm joined by the beautiful KellyMILKIES, and this is Southeast Asia's StarLeague. And Kelly?
Okay, hey guys, so on the bottom left side we have Fa, our Thailand Terran player, spawning in the purple color, and at the top left hand side corner we have nGenRefallen from Singapore spawning as a raid Protoss, and we are on Terran, a map with 16 bases, no goal base as well. And well, have you actually played on these new maps, Joseph?
No, actually I haven't. You know, the thing is I don't have time to play, but I've been watching a lot of GSL. I love this map. I love the little doodads that they do in the middle. You know, it's at first I thought it was a Zaunaga. Oh, holy crap, Kelly! I'm gonna take it off your camera because you're gonna make me throw up. But I love the little doodads here in the middle, and it's just the little things that these custom maps do. And you know, Blizzard makes wonderful games. I just wish they spend more time on their maps.
Yeah, definitely, because the point of GSL having these new maps is because some of the maps that Blizzard have on ladder at that point of time was really good for Terran because the choke of the map is so small. It enables like Terran is not an OP race, but because of the siege tank's positioning, how the siege mode can actually cover almost the whole map by itself. A key example being Steps of War. So it wasn't enough for it to be in tournaments, playing those few maps over and over again. And GSL, being a super prestigious tournament, has actually made their own maps, which are played by a lot of pro players before actually being accepted to be in the GSL maps, which are really great, right, Joseph?
Yeah. No, the thing is Blizzard makes wonderful maps, but the problem is when the map pool is out for long enough, people are going to find out ways they can severely exploit it. So the shorter maps really lent to the fact that bio from Terran was really strong. And now that they have these much larger maps, and then the Terrans have to adapt and try to play more macro, a lot of them are struggling because they realize a lot of the builds that they used before just don't work anymore. And I know Terran is hurting right now, but I think once they get used to the new maps and they try, people are going to find out new ways to exploit maps. And then Blizzard's going to have to come in and fix it. But that's the whole point. You want people to be creative. You want people to think out of the box. And that makes for very exciting games.
Well, you're absolutely right over there. I completely agree with everything that you said. And actually having new maps also means that players have new challenges. Because maps are kind of like StarCraft 2 levels, since we don't really have story mode and levels. So new maps are like new levels for you to unlock more new potential in players, and also more new strategies. Like siege tanks are not that as really effective anymore, and you see a lot of other units, such as, you know, recently, ever since the GSTL, battle cruisers being in fashion right now.
Well, I think Blizzard really wanted to see units out there that are not normally used, and battle cruisers, unless it's a TVT, and then you get like 30-minute TVTs, and then you really force that battle cruiser out. You don't see battle cruisers at all, but because the fact was they were just too slow to use. You couldn't chase with it, and you couldn't run away with it. So that buff to the battle cruiser speed is absolutely huge. So it actually makes it usable again. So I mean, people are fiddling with it right now. We do see a lot of battle cruisers. I still don't think they're really that viable because you do have to sacrifice a lot to get it. But, you know, just the mere fact that they buff the speed actually means it is an option. At least it's an option.
Yep, you're absolutely right. It looks like Refallen is actually going for 3-gear expand right here based on the fact that he actually got a sentry after his initial few units. And this is kind of his playing style that we have been seeing so far, because it's a really strong macro style. Almost nothing can go wrong if you can defend the initial bio attack that comes in from the Terran player, as you have seen on the Zaunaga map earlier that I did manage to catch without actually lagging out. And 3 Rexes coming up by far, and he has 2 bunkers up front, so it looks like he's going for some serious macroing. And I guess updating me. Okay, hang on. You can go ahead for this first.
The thing is this is going to be a very, very good timing 3-gate attack. Right now, he cannot let these bunkers come up. These bunkers do finish. He's going to be absolutely toast. This pressure is going to be completely wasted. And he might actually pick off that Zealot. He needs to pull the Zealot away. And actually, one more shot. No, the Zealot does not come down. And actually, he has to be very, very careful. The thing is I don't see why nGenRefallen is putting these pylons down because he knows that the bunker is going to be completed. Actually, and yeah, I mean, when these bunkers are finished, this is going to be completely over. And he's wasting his time. Really, he has gone for this 3-gates pressure. He has not expanded. He's put so much money into useless units right now. Even warping in range of the bunker. Because the thing is this is so cost effective for far. It really is. Like he's saving up energy on his command center. Let's look at on the harvester count. Oh, actually, wow! Look at that. How in the world is that possible? nGenRefallen is 7 harvesters ahead. Yes, he doesn't have expansion, but he's 7 harvesters ahead. Maybe this is his plan. He just wants to put so much pressure.
Yeah. The thing is that he actually kind of missed his timing window there, but he does manage to take down this bunker, and the bunkers are everything in the map at the moment. And he did manage to force away any other extra SCVs that could be actually repairing the bunker over there. But I can't help but think to myself, if I was nGenRefallen, that I actually missed the timing attack that I could have done. I think what happened was that he actually overestimated Far's army that he had at the point of time, but well, all is safe for nGenRefallen now because he is putting down 2 force to get two upgrades at once, one for defense and one for attack. So it's quite innovative of him to do that. Based on economy-wise, as you have said, Far is definitely ahead because he did have the expansion up way earlier, and he also has, of course, the Muse to help with his economy.
I really like the fact that nGenRefallen is throwing down these 2 forges. A very, very sexy Protoss called nGenLight once told me that one of the benefits of Protoss is you get that chrono boost, and that chrono boost allows you to get your upgrades so much faster. So if you get double forges and you constantly chrono boost it, you can get 2-2 or you can get 3-3 ridiculously fast. And especially because your units are so beefy and they do so much damage and they don't die as fast as other units. Those upgrades really make a difference, but I'm not so sure if he's going to be able to use those upgrades because, I mean, the starport is already out, the reactor is going down on the factory, and very soon we're going to see a bio push here by Far.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And it looks like, you know what Far is doing? He thought to himself, okay, during the first game, I actually succeeded with a huge bio push, so I'm going to try to do this again. And this is the timing. I mean, well, about maybe 2 more minutes is about a good timing for him to actually push out. And if you actually have a good look at the army size, he is quite far ahead in army right now. But the bad thing is nGenRefallen is actually behind on, I mean, it's actually ahead of workers count when Far was ahead. So he kind of stopped producing SCVs there. I mean, what do you think, Joseph? I'm not really sure I agree with that.
I mean, the thing is, we say the thing is way too often. I mean, what I see is Far is constantly making SCVs. He's making SCVs now, but nGenRefallen is a full 11 harvesters ahead. So even though, and he's been ahead for a long time. Let's look on spending. I mean, nGenRefallen is ahead in terms of economy. He's a little bit behind on technology. But yeah, even though he has the more harvesters, he is a little bit ahead. But I don't see how this army is going to be able to take it until they get medvacs.
You're absolutely right. He could actually afford to get actually, as you're saying that, he's getting a reactor medevac right now and 2 are on their way. But I can't help but feel that he's going to miss his timing window very soon, because a good timing window for Terrans to attack Protoss is actually at the 14-minute mark, especially based on the army that nGenRefallen has right now. So he has about 2 more minutes to go for like a really good combo. And at the same time, he's also researching Mobile's reactor. So
yeah, I mean, this is so very smart by Far. I have to really compliment him on that. He's like, okay, Protoss is on 2 base. He's definitely going to have a lot of sentries because I saw them earlier, and they're going to be full of energy. And right now, yeah, all his sentries are completely maxed out on energy. And I need ghosts because ghosts. If you think about it, like a fungal growth does 30-something damage. If you EMP a stalker, that does 80 damage because it strips all the shields. Even better if you hit the sentries. They have no more force fields, which is pretty much the only real pain in the neck for a Terran. So I really love to see more Terrans that stick to bio use ghosts. I mean, we saw Red Archon from Thailand do that very, very effectively.
Yep. Recently you've been missing out on a lot of SEA games, and I watched some of the VODs, and I even watched Jaxi cast the Red Archon vs Sand show match, and it seems like SEA has improved by a lot the last time I seen them, because Refallen, you know, won your last SSL, right?
Yeah, I mean, very, very, very convincingly. But I don't know. It has been 2 months. I mean, players do adapt, players do change, and you know, in that match, I saw a lot of Colossus, a lot of Void Rays. Refallen is sticking very much to gateway units still. We don't see any. We don't. Do we even have a Twilight Council? I'm looking
having
for
a look. I don't think.
There it is finally.
Yeah.
No,
well,
he's gonna go. He's gonna go Robotics Bay.
Well, now it's 14 minutes, so
Right.
he should definitely try to go for the push right now. Otherwise, he would miss the timing and either get owned by... See, this is exactly what I mean. Robotics Bay is coming up right now, and there's going to be Colossus later on. It's going to be so hard for him to fight the army.
Well, it's just going to come down to two things. I think Refallen is waiting for his 2-2 to finish. Once he's done with his 2-2, he's going to move out. The Observer does see the ghost. He is spreading his sentries out. This is great. He needs to use as much guardian shields. All the force shields go down. The army gets cut completely in half. And right now he's trying to escape. He needs to actually load this army into his medvac so he can escape. But no, he's just going to leave them to die. And right now those Marauders are doing the tap dance because they can't get out. And wow, against all odds, it does look that there was enough bio there to... Wow, I thought for sure Fa was going to die.
Well, you have to remember that he actually has 6 medivacs.
Right.
Even though, because half of his army was up front, so his medivacs only had to focus on healing the front of his army as well. And you're right, I'm kind of surprised that he actually survived that battle. But look at how many medivacs he have now. He has 8 medivacs, almost no army, but it was almost enough to take down Refallen's army. The bad thing, the kind of bad thing right now is Colossus are coming out right now, and it's being Chrono Boost. So he should definitely make use of his star part over there and stop and like cut medivacs and start making Vikings instead.
Yeah, slight tiny mistake there by Refallen. Chrono boosting his second forge, but he's not going to get Armor 3 on the way. Instead, he's going to try to get another Colossus out. Weapons 3 is on the way. So even though Refallen has lost massive amounts of resources, he's lost, once again, a full 3,000 minerals or more, or resources more than his opponent. If he can get his upgrades up, he's going to do so crushingly well against the Terran. The Terran is only on 1-1, and remember, Zealots actually are very, very good tanks. Once you get them enough armor, holy crap, man! Like Marines do nothing to them.
Well, really amazingly, you do see that he has +3 ground weapon attack for his gateway almost up, so he definitely has to try to hold out until then. But he's getting caught by the huge Protoss army right now, and I really do not see him coming out of this because there are charge lots on the field at the moment. But he is actually splitting his army into half of them trying to go for the Colossus that's behind, and because of that, he is going to lose his whole bio army out here. And I mean, Joseph, I really do not see him coming back from...
No, you can't sack that large of an army. The Protoss ball is practically unscathed. Yes, he did lose that Colossus up there. That was very unfortunate, but this is a massive army. Looking on that, the army supply, that's not the right one I wanted. That's not the one either. I don't know. Take it away, Kelly.
Have a look at the mineral count. It's about 1,700 against a 1,300 mineral count. Okay, it just went up because his new expansion actually just got out and he just landed a bunch of muse. But still, having a look at the army composition, you do see that Refallen definitely has a larger army here, and here he comes with his Zealot. Charge lot coming in, and the bunker is gonna go down in seconds, which he does, and the ghost hardly even EMPing anything, and it does get taken down pretty easily. Zealots trying their best to actually go for the Marauders, and nothing much can be done to salvage the situation. Even if he did not have that one Colossus out on the field, he would have won that battle. Away. And Joseph is very amused by...
No, that Colossus was like, well, excuse me, excuse me. The Colossus parks himself on top of a missile turret, and there's no Marines, there's no nothing, and the Colossus dies to the missile turret. I'm just like, oh my god, what the hell's going on?
Well, stalkers keep blinking, and that's a GG. And what's the score right now?
1-1.
Have ever happened before? But
I know.
on the day that I have to stream the awesome Code Finest, my internet decides to auto restarts itself for
Actually, it was me.
twice. It was you. Yeah, I knew it.
I set up the FXO tournament, so unstable GTFO, and then I crashed your router so I could take over it.